Today in church, Preston gave us the memory verse, Matthew 9, 37 and 38. And so I was just going over it, trying to memorize it myself. And as I was doing that, I thought the way I was doing it might be helpful to make a video for you to take a look at as well. In the New King James Version, you see it at the lower left of your screen. It says, "Then he said to his disciples, the harvest truly is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest." And so as I was looking at this, I was thinking, okay, well, one of the very most important words in this passage to memorize is the very first word. You have to memorize that. If you don't know the first word, you're not going to be able to get it. So the first word is then. And then one of the most very important words in the Bible is the word he when it refers to Jesus or God. And so that's the second word, then he. And what did he do? The next word follows is a verb. That's the verb to say. And we have past tense, said. So it says, then he said. Well, who did he say it to? And then if you read the verse, that phrase, it says to his disciples. So it says, then he said to his disciples. Oh, what did he say? The harvest, and you see that word 3 times. The harvest truly is plentiful. Then down below that, you see the harvest to send out laborers, and then you see into his harvest. So you're going to find the word harvest 3 times. So the first phrase, and there's 5 phrases, which are, then he said to his disciples, that's first one phrase. Second phrase, the harvest truly is plentiful. Third phrase, but the laborers are few. Fourth phrase, therefore pray the Lord of the harvest. And then the final phrase is to send out laborers into his harvest. So you can just work on one phrase at a time as you go through this to make this a memory verse. Now, there are certain words that are only found once in this verse, or these 2 verses, unlike harvest. One of those is disciples. You only see that one time. The word few, you only see one time. And send, you only see one time. Truly, you only see one time. So you get these kind of things in your mind, it helps you remember. So let's look at it again. Then he said to his disciples, the harvest truly is plentiful. And when I was thinking about this, I was thinking of being up in a helicopter, a plane, a high mountain, and looking down on this square rectangular piece of ground, which is a farm, it's a harvest, and it's huge, this rectangle. Down in the very lower corner of it, you see a little house. And next to that, you see 3 people. And then you think, well, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So then he said to his disciples, the harvest truly is plentiful, it's really big, but the laborers, there's only 3 of them in that picture, are few. Therefore, because the harvest is plentiful and there's only a few people to harvest it, therefore pray. Now this verse, these 2 verses, tell us to pray. And this is one thing we can pray for. Pray the Lord of the harvest. Whose harvest is it? Who does it belong to? It belongs to him. Pray the Lord of the harvest to do what? To send out laborers, not just 3, but a whole bunch of them, into his harvest. So then he said to his disciples, the harvest truly is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Therefore, pray the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest. So when you think about it like that, and then you go over each phrase one at a time, over and over and over, it's pretty easy to memorize these 2 verses. So hopefully just looking at this video will give you an idea about that.